Hi everyone. Been a little while since I filmed a video, simply because I haven't really bought anything particularly interesting recently. Um, I won an auction for some records at an auction house a couple of weeks ago, but there wasn't anything terribly interesting in there. It was bits and bobs that I made a few quid on, but not cool enough to show you on a video. But that changed over the weekend. I've went on a bit of a buying frenzy. I saw some offers that I couldn't resist, including this one. I think this first package that I'm going to show you is a bundle that I saw on Sunday. Um, the starting price was 50 quid, and it very nondescript listing, just pictures of the fronts of the sleeves, um, and I think it said something like the records are all in good order or something like that. So didn't take too much thought to think, well, worst case scenario, they're definitely worth 50 quid. I'm going to cross my fingers they're worth a little bit more. There's one in particular that I think is really cool. It's not going to be one that I'm tempted to keep because I've already got a copy, but it's quite a collectible one, so hopefully I'll spend a couple of quid on it. But let's just get into it, shall we? I'll just set my camera up. Right, so I think there's half a dozen records here, one of which is just rubbish, so I'm not going to show you. The other ones are reasonably interesting, and I'll probably leave the one that I'm most excited about until last. They're nicely packaged, so hopefully that's a good sign. Blimey. Oh, blimey. Tell you what, I'm going to pause this. Okay, so here we go. Right. It's rubbish. Okay. So we have a copy of Revolver. The fact that it's got neither a stereo or mono caption here told me that it's probably a 70s pressing, and it'll be a stereo one. Yeah, and I was right, because we're not seeing any flip backs on the back. The sleeve is in nice condition. Now this record is never, well, it's not at the moment worth a fortune. It's got its original inner sleeve, so that's nice. Let's have a little look at the condition. I'll whiz through this. That is very nice indeed, from the early 70s. That is a great looking copy. Not the most collectible copy in the world, but a very nice looking copy of Revolver. So that should sound pretty good. Lovely, so we're off to a nice start. We've got sleeve in good condition, original inner sleeve, nice copy of Revolver. That's got to be worth, I don't know, 14 or 15 quid. Next up, a sister copy of Help. It's stereo copy. Again, we haven't got any flip backs. It's from a similar era. It's a British pressing. Again, it's got the original inner sleeve, which is a nice touch. Indicates that the record's probably been quite nicely looked after. And there we've got side A. Looks really good actually, doesn't it? And there we have side B. Again, not worth an arm and a leg. I will probably sell that alongside Revolver. Maybe start bidding at 20 quid or something. should attract a little bit of interest. Next up, we have plastic Ono band, again in a nice sleeve. I say that, well, oh, it's only come unstuck there. It hasn't got an inner sleeve. It's an American or Canadian copy with a purple label. Again, records in nice condition. Again, not worth a whole lot. I'm going to whiz through these. Got a copy of, what's this one called? Is it just called George Harrison? I don't blooming know. It's come unstuck there, but that's fine. Other than that, the sleeve is nice. Oh, cool, and it's got a printed inner sleeve. I don't know if I've ever listened to this album. Is it any good? Let me know in the comments. It's on that Dark Horse label, which I think was George Harrison's own. That's a nice copy. It's got a little mark there, but nothing terribly upsetting. It looks like it's a Spanish copy. Okay, that's quite nice. Certainly once I've glued that sleeve down, that is going to be a nice little item. Okay. Imagine, I think this one came with artwork. Did it come with a poster? I don't know. If it did, then it's not here. It's a nice copy nonetheless. Again, with those 3 solo ones, I will probably sell them as a little bundle. Starting bidding at maybe £20 again. I would imagine they'll go. So this is the one that I was really interested in. Sleuthing wise, I noticed that there was a little mono caption there, which told me that it is probably from the 1960s. I'm guessing this is going to be a red Decca label, and the front of that sleeve looks fantastic. Nice spine. Oh yes, this is looking like a bit of a winner. That is a beautiful sleeve from the 1960s. I think that's the original inner sleeve. Correct me if I'm wrong. Once again, adds a little bit of value, and it shows that a record's been nicely looked after, hopefully. Okay. So here we have side A. That is in really nice condition. Matrix ARL 6973 8B on side A, if that means anything to you. If it does, then let me know in the comments, please. That is spanking. Doesn't even really need much of a clean. Lovely stuff. And here we have side B, ARL 6974 9A on side B, matrix wise. And that, once again, is in great condition. It barely looks like it's been played. So I think my suspicions are right in that that little bundle has been drastically undersold. In my experience, I would say that this record alone is probably worth what I paid for all of the records, and possibly even a little bit more, because that is a very nice copy of a very cool record. So I will look forward to giving that a spin this evening whilst I'm eating my dinner. Okay, So that's it for this one. Pretty pleased with that. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I've got a couple more very interesting parcels on the way. Double beetles and double beetles and a really big bundle with 3 Beatles albums, a Stones album, and a load of EPs that I've got for, once again, fingers crossed, a pretty decent price. So I'll be sure to show you guys those when they arrive. But for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more nonsense. Okay, cheers everybody. Goodbye.